Joining us right now to weigh in is former Trump Victory Committee Finance Chairman Lou Eisenberg. Lou, good to see you.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Thanks so much for joining us. You did so much during the campaign. How has your role changed? What are you doing in terms of supporting the Trump campaign now?
Well, now I'm finance co-chair for the inaugural, with working with Tom Barrack, who's the chairman, and putting together what will be a great celebration of freedom and democracy, I think second to none. And so that's consuming most of my time. But if I may, I have to say, watching your previous show, if there's anything that's illustrative of this president's judgment, this is a great example. These are two phenomenal people. I've had the pleasure and privilege of working with both of them over a long period of time. And Stephen Mnuchin and I share a common background. I was 25 years at Goldman Sachs, and Stephen was 17. And I can't say much more in his case than in mine. He truly represents bringing real brain power, the same kind of work ethic that Donald praises so much, and an ability that's based on, and it came out in that time you were speaking to Wilbur and him, it's a team. And at Goldman Sachs, the culture has always been working as a team and get measured by your results. They will make a great team. Wilbur Ross I've known for 20 years. You could see it when he said it. There's no one who understands the trade component of Donald's plan, I think, better than the two men who were sitting there. And they will add to that team, I'm sure, when they can use trade. So it's made the job of building the financing for the inaugural a pleasure task for me.
Very impressive team.
Louis, is the fundraising for the inaugural easier than the fundraising for the presidential candidacy?
Well, Anthony, I know when I have you invited, Anthony and I worked together for a long time also and share a common heritage. But with Anthony on the team helping me to raise that money, it's going to make it easy.
Well, he's being very generous to others and not enough generosity to himself. Maria, he's been an amazing leader throughout all this, and steadfast in your commitment not only to the party but to the American people and to the people in New York. As a former Port Authority chair,
one of the black spots seems to be the conflict of interest issue. Now, President-elect Trump this morning tweeted a series of tweets saying that he is planning to leave his business to fully focus on his upcoming role as President. Lou, have you had conversations with President-elect Trump regarding his plans for his businesses? A lot of people, I mean, this is something he needs to get right. He seems to be getting it right. But you don't want to have any even appearance of conflict, particularly after what we have just witnessed from the Clinton Foundation, where she mixed her foundation with government.
I think it's evolving, and so I haven't been a participant in how it's going down, but he's going to make the right decisions. He's made the right decisions every time so far. It's gotten him to where he is, and I think he'll continue to make the correct decisions.
Mike.
How technically difficult do you believe that effort will be? I mean, again, this is not something that we've seen with any other previous incoming president, this level of business operation. So from a logistical standpoint, any sense of how difficult, how heavy a lift this will be? Well,
Anthony may be able to lend a little light on this, but I think it's something that will and can be done, as he's demonstrated in other things that look very challenging. He has said it's going to happen. He's taken steps to make it happen. It's going to happen.
There's one genius that we're not focused on. We're focused on all these other guys. How about Don McGahn?
I mean,
so
he's got
the White House counsel.
If you go by all the appointments he's made so far, it's illustrative of picking true experts to accomplish the task at hand. The two gentlemen who were here this morning, Don, I mean, yes, I think we'll resolve it.
I look at these picks for these cabinet positions, and incredible business backgrounds, unprecedented knowledge. Diversity, the number of women, ethnically diverse as well. However, you have these people coming into jobs. Donald Trump talks about draining the swamp. Well, the swamp's really still going to be there, and I'm talking about all the lifelong government workers. They have to work with the people who are in these departments, and they're going to have to, whether you're negotiating trade deals or not, sitting across the table from people who are entrenched, who might not know anything. And so do you think that's going to be frustrating for them? Because, again, like Goldman Sachs, it's about results, and if you tell somebody to do something, you expect them to do it. If you don't produce results, you don't have a job. Government doesn't work like that.
Well, I know. I think you'll agree with this. You can't go in and change everything immediately, but if you pick the right people at the top to lead the change, over a reasonable period of time, it will be significant change. It doesn't happen at once. I think the present president took a long period of time to get things to where they are. I think our president will do it. Elect will do it shortly.
I look at Bob McDonald, who ran Procter & Gamble, an incredibly difficult company to run. He goes in to run the VA with limited mixed results, trying to reform a broken system of health care for our veterans. So that's kind of what
I think it's a reasonable concern. But again, I think the way it is being operated and the way it's done in the past, you change the leadership goes in, if you have the right leadership, and organizationally makes the right changes. He's got the right leaders.
Do you want a job in the administration?
I would love to work for our country in any way this president would ask me to do so.
Okay. Good.
There you go.
Do you speak Italian?
answer is
That's
yes.
what I want to know. Do you speak Italian?
I'm multilingual. My grandchildren will tell you my pig Latin is probably my best second language.
Are you suggesting he's going to be ambassador to
I'm
Italy?
just asking if he speaks Italian, Maria.
Are you suggesting? Oh, ambassador to Italy?
If anyone knows how well I speak Italian, it's got to be Anthony Scaramucci.
I speak Yiddish better than you speak Italian.
Huh.
Let's put it that
I think
way.
the residence in Paris is a little bit nicer, just in terms of...
But there's something going on here about speaking Italian. All right. Grazie. Lou Eisenberg, thank you so much.